So let's have a look at Ipswich Test Route Roundabouts. So we're coming up to this one, where McDonald's is. I'm going to go to the third exit, which is marked as Trinity Park on that one, Euro Retail Park on that one. As we come up, check the mirrors, right signal, you can see it all written on the road. So I'm checking to my right, there's no cars coming. When I come into the roundabout, I've got to go across into this lane here, keeping a signal on. I'm going to come off on the next exit, I'm checking to my left, put the left signal on, not cutting into the white line that you can see on the right, and then turning into this road. Very straightforward. And I'm going to head down to the next roundabout, which again used on the tests. So this time I'm going to go straight across. So I'm going to use the left lane to go straight across, slowing down. See there's an arrow, so I'm using that lane. Check in, and there's nothing coming. Going into the roundabout, keeping an eye on what's to the left. I'm going to signal, although you could argue you don't need a signal here because the lane only goes off, but it's still beneficial to the cars that are waiting. Also, if there were pedestrians at the crossing, it helps as well. So, down to the next roundabout. I'm going to move into the right lane because I'm going to go straight across. So again, checking my mirrors, indicating after I've checked my mirrors, bringing it across. These roads are all 30 limits until you get to this point where it goes into a 40, as you can see. So I'm going straight across to where it says Superstore, but when I get across there, I'm going to turn right where the petrol station is. So I'm checking, nothing coming. So when I come across into this, I'm checking to my left signal. But I'm going to go left signal into the right side of the road, immediately swap to a right signal to bring it into this section, and then as I come around this, check to my left signal, and bring it off. And then following it up, obviously back in 30 limits in these roads. So taking us up to the next roundabout, so there's a car stopped on the right there, and another one further up, so they're doing the pull-ups on the left. I mean, the first car, in all honesty, was not in a great position because it's on the bend. Second car, absolutely fine. I wouldn't personally stop where the first car was stopped. So just bringing it along. Got a parked car on the left here, so we're coming up to another roundabout in a moment. Checking mirrors, bring it around the car, checking again that the car doesn't move off. Got more parked cars, checking mirrors, and just glancing, just make sure there's nothing there, bringing it around, checking the cars, looking at the last car, checking to the left, bringing it back in. Very simple stuff. If you're going to move the car around on the road, you check before you do it. So this roundabout, I'm going to take what is the third exit to the right. You can't see the sign because they don't cut the trees back, so you can't see anything on it. So anyway, mirrors, signal. Now, what you have to take note of here, 60 limit here. So national speed limit, de-restricted signs as you enter the roundabout. Bringing it out after the Audi, my gap starts at the back of the Audi. If you see there, if you go left, it's a 40 limit. I'm going to come round, check to my left signal, because this car looks like it wants to move off and pull alongside me a little bit. As I come into this road, it remains a 60 limit. National speed limit's de-restricted. I'm in a car, it's a 60 limit. There does seem to be a lot of confusion from a lot of drivers as to what a speed limit is for a car. So there's a repeater sign there just to remind people, but as you're coming down this road, this section is a 60, and then you come into a 40 limit just in front of us. So I'm checking my mirrors, slowing it down gently to 40 miles an hour. When I arrive at the sign, I should be doing 40. So I'm going to go left on the next roundabout. So as I approach, mirrors, signal about now. Now I'm slowing down, trying to observe the roundabout and look at the traffic that's moving through it. So potentially, no, so the bus is going to come. I was going to say maybe after the bus, but there is another car coming behind from the right. So after this Toyota, this blue one, I can pull out straight behind it. And you're only going to see if you can pull out if you're watching all the traffic. So there's multiple cars going through that roundabout, but my gap was behind this car. So you have to watch where all the cars are coming from the different exits. Right, this roundabout, I'm going to go straight across. Now on this roundabout, if you're going straight across, you can use both lanes to go there. The sign sort of tries to indicate that that's the case with the larger black line going straight ahead. Got a traffic light anyway here. But yeah, it depends on the roundabout, because we are going to the third exit, and generally speaking the third exit would be right lane, right signal, but not in this particular instance. Both lanes go in the same direction. So moving off, I'm looking at the roundabout from this point. There's no signal required as I enter it because I am going straight across. After this Audi, there is a gap. So I'm going to stay in this lane. You can see you can go straight or left in this lane. It's marked on the road. As I come off, I will signal left. And then I'm going to follow it down. So on this one, I'm going to go round this roundabout just to show the different lanes on it. So I'm going to check my mirrors, indicate, move it to the right lane. And again, you've got to check first before you put the indicator on. It's a common practice of people to indicate before they've done any checks whatsoever. So this roundabout, when you're going in this direction, it's a bit awkward because both lanes come round. So you get cars coming round the roundabout which look like they should be turning off into the junction that you're in, and in actual fact they go all the way round. So I've got a lovely big gap here behind this Toyota, but I'm just going to do a loop round it. So as you see, I've brought the car into this lane, and that takes us around here. If I was going to the town, which I'm not, I'm going to carry on around the roundabout, I wouldn't come into this section. I'd have to go round the edge of it in order to go down that lane there. I'm going to stay in this, and I'm going to do a full loop round, bringing it back into this section in order to go all the way around. So as you can see, if you're turning right on this roundabout, you have to cut into these sections of road. And I'm going to go round again, and then I'm going to exit down towards Felixstowe. So back through this cut through, but this time round, I'm not going through the cut through. So this time I'm avoiding going through there. So you can see the white line, I'm going round the edge of it, still keeping the right signal on, carrying on round, because this is the lane to go towards Felixstowe. And then take the signal off, or signal left. I don't feel that you need to signal left all the time there, it depends on what's around. Remember, a signal is if it's beneficial, and there's no benefit to me signalling that. Right, very important, this road is a 30 limit. Almost no one drives at 30 on this road. It is a 30 limit, it's got street lights. They love to stand on the right here with a speed gun. They do it all the time. Half the time I come down this road, they stood on the right with a speed gun, because essentially at the end of this road it's national speed limits. This does not look like a 30 limit to most people, so it's an easy one to do. So I'm going to go left on this roundabout, checking my mirrors, left signal. Two people having a little argument on the other side of the road, bibbing each other. As I come into this again, I'm looking, I've got a pickup truck on the right. I'm slowing down a bit so I can see past it and then bringing it into this road. So important to note when you come into this road, some time ago they got rid of what used to be a centre white line here. So this was 2 lanes. It's not 2 lanes anymore because they painted a cycle lane on the left hand side of the road. However, they've never bothered painting it again. You can just about see it very faint on the road, so you kind of just drive in the middle of this road. There's no lanes. However, when you get to the end, you still go over to the left a bit because there's no markings at all, and it wouldn't look right if you didn't. In order to bring it round, check the mirrors, left signal, bring it off. So yeah, that bit of road's a bit awkward, simply because of the way it's laid out. But as I say, you can just about see the remnants of the cycle lane on there. So, going to take the next left. Something very strange going on there with that lorry. Doesn't fit on the road. And I'm going to go back round to the roundabouts quickly again. So just coming back up towards the bigger roundabouts. Often test routes come out of the industrial estate and come up here. This is a mini roundabout, so mirrors, signal to turn right on it. Check to my right, go round it. You can just run your wheels across the edge to take the best angle. And then if you look at the sign, I'm going to go towards town centre on the sign. So that's the third exit. To the right, there's a horrible speed up here, which you need to recognise is here and not just hit it at speed. It says town centre on the road. There's a mirror check and a signal, obviously, to come into this. So now you're looking for traffic. Now I've got a lovely big gap here, so I'm going to follow this white car out. So as I come around here to go towards town centre, I'm not going into the white lines there. I'm staying out, got to keep a right signal at this point. Now I'm going to swap to a left signal, all the time checking my mirrors to make sure nobody came up and tried to come alongside me, which they didn't. You've got to place the car nice and square in the middle of the lane there. It's no good coming around there, hugging the white line on the right-hand side, looking as if you're going to go around the roundabout with the right signal, because you might get somebody that then tries to shoot up on the left-hand side if they've come off the dual carriageway. But as you can see, pretty straightforward. Keep the car nicely placed and indicate at the correct time. Yeah, it'll run through some of those roundabouts that are all just around by the test centre. So you are guaranteed to go through those roundabouts because you have to go in and out of the test centre, and those roundabouts are on the routes in and the routes out. Thanks for watching.